Hey guys, what's going on? So you can see I got my Megamoto 212 up on jack stands. This is how me and my son normally, when we work on bikes and change oil and whatnot and do inspections. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go over the last time I took it out. I didn't do an inspection. Sometimes I just make it a habit just to jump on this thing and go. It's fun, you know, after done work, you're tired and just want to go have some fun. Jump on it and go. And the last time I took it out, I ended up experiencing, you know, a bunch of real bad vibrations. The bike wasn't performing well at all. You know, I was trying to do some acceleration testing. I couldn't get no acceleration out of it regularly. You know, I can get between 51 and 53 miles an hour. I was completely buried and I was getting 47, 48. It just wasn't running right at all. And I'm going to show you what I found after I got back and why it's important to keep an eye on this stuff before you hit the road. Don't make the same mistake that I did. You're gonna end up, you know, in an accident, or you end up destroying something on your bike, and then it's down even longer. So, but stuff that you're gonna be looking for is, you know, checking your brake fluid and your little sight glass. Make sure you got brake fluid. Check your brake lines, of course, your tires. Check your fork seals. Make sure you're not leaking anything there. Check your grips. Make sure that they're tight. Check your fuel. Check your oil. You know, check your tire pressure. Check your front bearings, which is important. Come around, you know, just looking for anything that's loose, hanging, whatnot. Just like a pre-trip on any vehicle, any motorcycle. If you see any fluid leaking, you want to identify it before you go out and you hit the road and you end up breaking down. And, you know, having your bike catch on fire or something, it's just not worth it. You got to leak your fuel line, replace your fuel line, you know, stuff like that. But the big thing that I found on my bike, which I should have, it's my own fault, I should have been checking for, is the chain. It's got a ton of slop in it. And then if you can look right there, you see that link. Doesn't really seem like a big deal until the chain starts going straight. You know, this chain's, I shouldn't be running this chain. You see that right there. Rolling the chain around, I found quite a few of those on here where it's binding up. I mean, that's going to give you a lot of shimmy, a lot of vibration. I haven't been caring for it, haven't been keeping it oiled, haven't been keeping it waxed. I swamped this thing a couple weeks ago. I should immediately come home and did the chain. I didn't. I left it sitting in the swamp water on the side of the house, and then pressure washed it off, brought it in the garage the next day, and now I need a new chain. So I shouldn't have had this thing out running that chain like that. Always want to check your brake pads. Make sure you're not running out. This is a real situation. Mine are getting low. I'm gonna have to order a new set. These brake pads run out and it hits metal on metal, and you're doing 50 miles an hour and you got to stop in a hurry. When there ain't no lining left on those brake pads, you ain't stopping. And that's what's gonna happen if you're running low brake pads. You know, oh, I'm gonna get around to them, I'm gonna order a new set of these tonight and get a new set of brake pads put on it before I take this thing out again, because I mean, that's low enough for you to see, yeah, it's still going to stop. But you know, this is the most important part of the bike right here, is those brake pads. You don't want to lose those. Metal on metal, you're dead. It's that simple. Never worth it. And coming around here, this is why I was having my acceleration problems. I ain't even got a cover on here, and I was just too dang lazy to check the thing. Look at the amount of slack that's in that belt. It's all frayed up, burned up. I mean, once again, like, this is how someone like me goes out with you. They lose their belt, ruins the whole day. Don't be that guy. Don't be like me. You know, you want to replace your belts, keep it serviced. And I think with this belt here, I mean, this can pop right off of here. It's so loose. You know, this comes off and you're flying, and, you know, it comes right up, pops right off. This could hit you. That's going to sting a little bit, especially if you're doing 40, 50 miles an hour, and that smacks you. No good. So I think I might actually take this belt, not necessarily throw it away. I think I'm going to zip tie this underneath the seat as a backup belt. Get a new belt on there. I ordered a Juggernaut driver, because I've been going through these belts. It seems like every 2 months. I don't ride every day. I go out, I do have a lot of fun, I ride hard, but I mean, there's no reason for me to be going through these belts. Might be a poor quality belt. If you guys know if there's a special belt you guys are using which lasts longer, you know, let me know about it. I just got these off Amazon. I got them as a 3-pack so I'd have extras. And I don't even know if these are even brand name belts, but it kept me going down the road for a little while. But this didn't last even nearly as long as the original one that came with it. So I don't know whether that's the driver, you know, something going on with the pulleys, quality of the belt. But if you know a better belt, let me know. I'm getting the Juggernaut. That's supposed to help me save belts. I am a big guy, over 200 pounds. I need all the help I can get with these belts. They ain't cheap. You gotta keep replace them all the time. But yeah, other than that, oh, something else I found is an ever slight tick in this back wheel that so once again, that's probably from when I swamped it. That's a bad bearing. So I do got spare bearings here that we have, so I'm going to throw a new bearing in it. Stuff like that, same thing. It's going to wreck your day. That bearing blows apart and this back tire kicks sideways 40-50 miles an hour. You know, it seems like a joke. You think it ain't going to be you, but you don't want that stuff coming apart on you. This is still, for the size of the bike it is and the speeds that a lot of us are going with these things souped up, I mean, you got to treat it like a motorcycle and keep it safe. It's all fun and games. You're doing 20-25 around your neighborhood, and it ain't really a big deal, but when you're getting out and getting up in the big speeds, 40-50 mile an hour will kill you. So I just want to put that out there, let you know the kind of stuff that, you know, we normally check. I know my son checks every time before he goes out. He does this same procedure over his bike, just like I told him how to do. His bike's in pristine condition, zero issues whatsoever. He always keeps up on it. We never have any problems with it. And if you do the same thing, then you'll be just like him. You come out, first pull, fire it up, and you go out and you enjoy yourself. And you never got to be that guy like me that's ruining the day, blowing his belts off, breaking down, and then having to go and grab the tow rope out the backpack to get me home. You don't want to be that guy. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one.